Breakfast of Champions, mate. Stopped in at Kalungaluk to fill the truck and the motorhome up with diesel. All our supplies, methanol generator. Couple of hours and we'll be there. Again. Trade boy with us this trip.
Hello.
Don't remind me, I'm minding my own damn
You're on the road again.
business. Don't try to find
It's an
me.
understatement.
I'm better left alone than in this. It doesn't surprise me. Do you really think that I could care if you really don't like me? Find somebody else. It could be anyone else out there. No fret. I don't ever wanna see you and I never wanna miss you again. One thing, when you're angry you're a jerk and then you treat me like I'm worth nothing. No fret. I don't ever wanna see you and I never wanna miss you again. It'll happen again, oh it's happening over and over again. No fret. I don't ever wanna see you and I never wanna miss you again. One thing, when you're angry you're a jerk and then you treat me like I'm worth
Morning everyone, Chris CPT. Cars being cars. I just went out for a run. Did 3 straights, did a set of brand new tyres. It was awesome fun. Didn't get any footage. It's been a bit mayhem. But I heard a noise and then when I come in, had a look, checked all the new gears, everything checked out. What actually happened was the bronze bush in the extension housing, it flogged it out. This is the same box that we had in the LH for years as well. So I sent my old man over to Craig's Automatics to grab my spare box. I'm going to pull the extension housing off that, put that on the back end of the box, this box, to get us through the weekend. So it's up on stands, tail shaft out. Yeah, get it all swapped over and then we'll get some footage running amok again.
Don't be shook, we don't
those of you that don't know, this is our drift car, piloted by Brocky. It makes about 600 horsepower, stock LS1. I think it's heads under. Yeah, only about 8 pounds of boost. Only weighs about 800 kilos, so it flies. What a weekend. Benny's loaded overkill up, ship's gone, motorhome's loaded up, van's loaded up, drift car's on, we're out of here.
The final day! The final day! The final day! It's such a day for no when it's final come. The final day!
Goodbye Sydney Motorsport Park, it's been a pleasure.
All we're chasing is the sunset. Got my mind on you. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter now. If there's a moment when it's perfect, we'll cover our names.
Alright, so it's now Monday. We're back at the shop. Just unloaded the drift car and the VN. Both in one piece, although they're super filthy, and we have a bit of damage. The van's filthy, as you can see. You can't really see it on the camera actually. Covered in rubber, head to toe. The exhaust system's torched the rear bar. Melted the plastic on that, just from the heat, obviously. On the last cruise session, I thought I broke an axle because it felt like it was putting all the power to one wheel. It turns out I think we just torched the gearbox to nothing. It must have just been slipping in top gear really bad. So that's going to have to come out, as you would have seen earlier. The back bearing's toast. The whole thing's going to be a throwaway unit now, but anyway, that's the joys of the game. It's covered in rubber. Have to be marks all over it. It's going to need a good detail, but all in all in one piece. Drift car did awesome. I spoke a little bit about this car earlier, but I'll tell you a bit more about it now. What's all the steering and that in it, Brocky?
Wise front front end.
Wise front front end. What's the rear end? All the same stuff.
Driftworks rear end.
Driftworks rear.
Yeah. Standard LS1, C56.
Yep. What's the blower? It's an SI trim, isn't it?
Yeah, V3 SI.
Yeah, V3 SI. It's only about 8 PSI, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it makes just on 600 horsepower.
We were out of fuel system when we tuned it. It was a quick tune we threw in it to get Brock to an event 2 years ago now. 2 years ago now, still the same tune. The fuel pressure regulator is not boost referenced, so we're going to do that now. Finish the tune off. It'll probably make 620, 630, which is plenty of power for what we're doing here. Yeah, so it's bone stock bottom end, LS1, Holly high ram, injectors are 1200s or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
What grind cam was it again?
ECM 532 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not a big camshaft really, but it works. Everything else is stock pistons, stock rods, stock crank. I think it has got rod bolts, doesn't it? Rod bolts, yeah.
Originally never had supercharger on it either, so
Yeah, that's right.
it wasn't built for the supercharger originally.
Yeah, to be 100% honest with you, this car mechanically wise is kind of just built with bits and pieces that Brock had laying around. But besides the body itself, which is the important bit, I actually had my first drive in a drift car, all this car on the weekend, and I'm well impressed. Brock took me out for some lessons. I was doing the corners in third gear and that. He basically pulled me up, said go forth and go for it. So that was a bit of a bucket list thing for me, coming onto the main straight, fourth gear, wide open throttle.
No drifting attack.
Yeah, you know you're living, I tell you that. I got a newfound respect for drifters and drift cars. Yeah, so we'll give it a little bit of love. It's got a Haltech Elite 2500 IC7. All the normal stuff that we run. Yeah, we wanted to touch on how good the event was. And there was a few people that got kicked out. There was a bit of an uproar and everything. I was just talking to Brock about it before. Drifting cars sideways, like, to be 100% honest, we both lost an armband. In the van, you stand on the throttle for 3 seconds, you got too much smoke. All our gripes were too much smoke. Drift car, once again, too much smoke.
A little bit of drifting.
Yeah, like we did a few corners, like I said, fourth gear, having a good time, but never once will we ever overtake a car, do it near a car, anything like that. It's a respect thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and I like the way the events are going, because instead of just continuing the events for the next 15 years doing the same thing, they're trying to make it better for us. And it's something I want to be a part of anyway.
Yeah, like safety is obviously the biggest thing
100%.
They're looking at.
100%. Like I seen an RX4 on there, like you could eat off the thing with VY Commodores either sides of the thing. Like, and people aren't going to want to bring their car, are they?
No, that's right.
Like, we're probably going to be. I mean, the beauty of that thing is you can stand on it and get away from them, but yeah, you don't. People aren't going to want to bring their good cars with all that stuff. So
yeah, but all in all, it was a good event.
Awesome. What was your favourite thing?
I mean, obviously, getting this thing sideways in that back corner is always that's a highlight for anyone who runs around Powercruise in that back corner. Yeah. But obviously, if there's no cars around, you have a little bit of fun, why not?
100%. 100%. It was cool. We had this and this.
We even put in the power skip for the first time.
Yeah, that's right. Which I'll put a video on here.
Which I didn't think it was actually going to go that well, but
it did a good one.
It went okay, yeah.
Started in 3, went to 4, didn't you?
Yeah, third and straight to fourth. And no breakers and all that to do. And it went alright.
That's it. It's good fun. It was good because we had this to go and bushfire the tyres as long as we want. And this one here around corners.
And what about 4 sets of tyres, 250 litres, 1 litre of methanol?
Yeah. And no real issues really.
No, nothing.
Just the obvious thing, the gearbox slip and the axles, we knew with that, but that'll all get upgraded and we'll go again.
The trusty old Sylvia just needs fresh tyres and it's ready to go.
Yeah, and not let me drive it anymore. It's going to cost me money.
I think I've lost though. Where would we sort of swap?
Yeah, that's right. I never thought I'd see the day when I was just offloading a 1,000 horsepower car. I didn't want to know about it. Once I drove that, I didn't want to get out of it. So, but we also actually, we had a 5 years, and I did it, and he was exactly right. But something else I'd like to say is we had a few people come up to us and recognise mainly my head. That's why I want to get his head in here too, so people recognise him. Yeah. And had a yarn to us about the videos, and we really, it was real humbling. We actually took a fair few people for a drive in the VN. So if you ever see us at events, we've always got these things there. Come up, say good day, and we'll be, if we can, be more than happy to take everyone for a drive. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why we're trying to do all this stuff. So like I said before, thank you Gup and the team. It was a killer event, awesome time. We're looking forward to September. Keep watching because we're gonna boost reference a regulator in this. Change a bit of wiring, probably lean on this a little bit more because when we did the original tune, I pulled it up. It was fully out of fuel system. We'll be doing a bit of work with the van, gearbox, gas little LC, all the rotating assembly will be back in the new Dart SHP block, so we'll be getting that back together, tuning that. And that'll be, I know Garth's got some plans to do a fair bit of racing with that thing, so I want to try and film a lot of that. The big block in Brock's LH, that one's going to be good. There's talks where we're going to run it just on methanol, but I'm pretty sure we're going to put it on to a unleaded or leaded based race fuel, put a pretty big shot of gas on it. So that thing, that's going to be awesome, figuring all that out, building that.
Something different.
Yeah. And then we've got a heap of other tunes. Friday, I think we've got a 383 Chev and a HQ, I think it is, really tidy car.
Pulse 57 will be back in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, the 57s, we've just taken that down the bottom shed, so all the front end will be back off that. Alternator remade, we've got to change a little bit of wiring to do with the coils. I think we changed the IAC on that. I just drove it down there then, just to help it maintain idle a little bit better. So a few little things with that, and then that'll be on the dyno. I want to film all that. And yeah, we've pretty much got work till May. We're really enjoying bringing you all the videos, so thanks for the support. Thank you to everyone that come up and said good work. We appreciate it. Yeah, see you in the next video.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming.